Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing today? Let me get myself all fixed for the vlog today. Let me get myself all fixed for the vlog today. How are you guys doing? I do not feel great today. I do not feel great. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first, let's do a time and temperature check. It is currently 3:38 p.m. Remember that. Remember that for later when I'm like, how long have I vlogged? I will not remember that. You know what, I should go in here and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna screenshot it. That's what I should start doing when I start vlogging. Because I get towards the end and then I'm like, how long have I vlogged? Have I vlogged for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour and 16 minutes? Because so many times I vlog for like an hour and 16 minutes. And then I can go back and I can be like, oh, you started vlogging at such and such time. But anyway, it's currently now, it's 3:39. 3:39. It changed. We're a minute ahead. And the temperature is, it's a little bit warmer today. It's 63 and mostly cloudy outside. It's just kind of plane going overhead. It's a pretty day, but it's very dreary outside. It's very gray. And, oh my god, did you guys see the supermoon last night? Was it, I think it was 2 nights ago, but I think you could still kind of see remnants of it or something last night. I mean, god, so early on, and here comes my favorite neighbor. How are you? You have a lighter coat on today. Okay, well, I have the weather pulled up right now. You want to know what the weather's going to be? No, hold on. It was supposed to, yeah, snow on Thursday. Oh, it changed. It was supposed to be snow and rain. And now it's saying a few snow showers developing later in the day, which that means no snow showers.
Well, but it's November, so,
I know. And then it's back up into the 50s and down into the 40s. Yeah, but Thursday the high is 36. It's going to be cold. Oh, my Lord. You're going to have to put your coat back on. But tomorrow it's supposed to be 61. Oh, Tuesday, 68. You can put your bikini on and go down to the pool. Everybody wants to see that. Huh? What's going on? Why are there so many planes? Do you know? They're coming over here like one after another. Somebody told me that when they fly really low like that, it's like FedEx or something like that. They're in a hurry to get there? I don't know. I see dark clouds coming though. Does it look like it's going to rain or something? That's it. She said that's it. It's not supposed to rain. Or is it? No. Did you see the supermoon last night? I think it was the night before, but last night I came out here and there was a huge ring around it. It was gorgeous.
Oh, call me the next time.
I'll call you the next time. It was after 9. Have a good one. She's so sweet. But yeah, like, I was out here last night, and I was talking on the phone to somebody, and I could see, like, so Tanya had said to me earlier, did you see the moon tonight? I was like, well, that was last night, Tanya, the supermoon. And she's like, yeah, but you can still see it or something. I don't know. Or was last night the supermoon? I have no idea. But apparently the supermoon is supposed to, like, enter, like, a new phase of, like, change. And it's supposed to be, like, a really good thing if you, like, you know, I don't know, gleam in the light or glare in the light of the supermoon or something. So I just stood there and looked at it forever last night. It was literally beautiful. I prayed a little bit, but there was this huge, I don't know if it was a supermoon last night or that was the night before. The night before I had forgotten to go out, and I was kind of upset that I didn't come out and look at it. But it was last night, well, the sky was super clear last night, and so I could see the rim, and I was like, it was this huge ring around it. It was really, really pretty. So yeah, so that's the time of the temperature check. I do not feel great today. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna light these candles first. This candle right here, this Palm Oasis candle, which is by Palm Springs Oasis. Cactus Flower Ozone Smell. What is the brand on here? Somebody sent this to me. Target Corporation? I don't think I bought this one. Didn't somebody send this to me? This candle smells so good. But it does smell like summer. Oh, is this lighter going out? There might not be any candle. Well, if I have to get another battery, I'll light the candles, but yeah, it's not. This lighter's done. She's done. I woke up today, and I was still like laying down when I woke up, and obviously, it's not like you wake up. That was stupid, Peter. But I woke up, and I just like immediately, I had like this really intense headache, but it was like a different kind of headache. I don't really know how to explain it. It felt like a pressure headache. In between kind of like a headache and a migraine, and if you have migraines, you know that there's a difference to it, but it felt kind of like in between there. I don't really know how to explain it. I just felt very spacey, and again, like I felt several weeks ago, I felt really dizzy. And that's kind of gone away a little bit. So I don't even think I did a follow-up on this, but my blood test came back completely normal. So my doctors were like, I don't know what happened that day. Maybe it was just, you know, like you were getting a little sick or something like that, but everything came back completely normal. So we don't know what happened as a result of that one day. Do you guys remember that when I was talking about how I felt really dizzy and stuff like that? And I was talking about my supervisor. She used to have vertigo, and I thought maybe it was that. And then I hadn't had it. Well, today I woke up, and it felt very similar to that, but a little bit different. And then my stomach was hurting because Alex was like, do you not want to go to brunch? He was like, we don't have to go to brunch if you don't want to go to brunch. I was like, no, we can go. Because he loves to go to brunch on Sunday. So I was like, let's get out of the house. I want to get out of the house for a little bit. So I went in the bathroom and I like splashed on water on my face, put my contacts in. I was kind of hoping like within like, I would start feeling a little bit better. The dizziness kind of went away, but my head has just been really, really throbbing. Like it's bad. And I, you know, like, Tylenol usually helps, and so I took Tylenol, and that was when we left for brunch, and so that was an hour and 45 minutes ago, and my head still hurts. I wouldn't say as bad, but it still hurts. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel as dizzy. I feel kind of like shaky. And my stomach hurts. I don't know what the stomach thing is about. I don't remember, I don't know. I don't remember that well that day that I woke up feeling like that. You know, my doctor did say the last time, I'm not calling my doctor today. I don't feel like I need to, but I'm going to call tomorrow and check in. But my doctor said something about stress. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sad that Boo's gone. I don't feel like I've really, you know, I've talked so much, I feel like, about self-care and not doing self-care and whatever, and this weekend I did get a lot of relaxation. Like, I just filmed my vlog. I didn't film any other videos. I did find myself, though, like, later in the day being like, wow, it's like 9 o'clock already. How's it 9 o'clock? And doing a lot of stuff around the house. I don't know. But I woke up feeling like that, felt like that all through brunch. I mean, I feel a little bit better now. Well, I would say I feel probably 50% better now than when I got up. I don't really know how to explain it. It kind of just... I don't know, I don't feel myself today. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't feel dizzy, but I have like a headache, and my stomach hurts. And it was like earlier, it was like a nauseousness. Like I felt like I was going to throw up, which I very rarely ever get like that. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I mean, I felt great all day yesterday. It doesn't feel like I'm getting sick. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Nothing that I'm talking about is probably making sense, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting sick. It just, I don't really know how to explain it. So, I don't know. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I am going to check in with my doctors tomorrow, both my doctors, and call them. And kind of see what they think about things. I was thinking this the other day that, like, I've started before I go to sleep at night, like looking at pictures and videos of Boo Radley. I would say like in the last 2 days. The last 2 or 3 days, I started doing that. It's weird because it kind of brings me some comfort before I go to sleep. Looking at the pictures. You know, I have this like idea that this house that my mom lives in heaven, that they're there within her, and you know, Boo Radley's like, I had this weird feeling the other day, I don't know if I shared this or not, that like, Boo Radley's still kind of a little confused with where he's at. I mean, I was telling Alex this, I don't know if I shared it on here or not. But I said this, like, I was like kind of just like laying there with my eyes closed one night, and I just kind of imagined it, that Boo Radley's like, this was the thing that was weird about it, was that night, I was like, kind of like in between, it was like when I was laying down to take a nap, I was in between like sleep and being awake, and I don't know why this is itching, probably because I trimmed my beard yesterday and shaved and everything, but I was kind of in between sleep and being awake. I do believe in this kind of stuff. I do believe that people and animals that have passed come to visit us, and not like in a haunted kind of way, but I do believe that too, but that's not how I feel about this. But or show us, you know, images and stuff like that. But usually in like when I'm imagining this house that my mom lives in, which has like, it's like the bedroom opens, it's like all open up, like the windows like are windows, but they don't have like glass in them or anything like that, they just are open, and it's just, the bedroom opens to like this grassy area that goes over this lake, and it looks over this like lake area, and it's like this big white bed, and the lamps are like these big round like white orbs, and you just kind of touch them and they like go off and on. I've only ever, like, I could see the hallway down there, but I've only ever seen mostly, like, just the bedroom. The other day when I was imagining it, I could imagine the whole thing, like the kitchen and everything. The kitchen everything looks kind of futuristic. It's really weird. Like, the boards of the floor are very, like, old school. Like, the house itself looks like an old house. But then, like, I hadn't seen this from the bedroom before. I know this is going to sound really strange. I mean, this is really like I fall asleep and then I woke up and I remembered this. There's like this panel, and it goes across like the top of, like if you're laying in bed and you're looking up, it's like the panel goes, it's like a television screen. It's like this big, but it's like, it's the whole length of the ceiling. And whoever's looking at it, like if 2 people are looking at it, you might be seeing different things depending on what you want to see. You can watch a movie, or you could watch a TV show, or you could watch a memory, or something like that. And I knew that Boo Radley, because like my mom was watching something, and Boo Radley could look up there and he could see memories of like Alex and I. But in this like dream sequence or whatever I had, Boo was like following my mom into, like, it was past the kitchen, which looked like a galley kitchen, but then it opened up and it was like huge. And like the stove and everything like that was like not really like a stove. And I knew like in that moment, like, you could like go to a store and buy food if that was something that you wanted to do because you liked to go in the grocery store, or you could just think it and it would be there. You didn't have to cook it unless you liked to cook, but it was all very like modern. I just knew this like instantly, like looking in there. But then there was like this like long like white couch, like this L-shaped couch. My mom sat down on it, and Boo Radley like looked up at her, and then she was like, "Come on, Boo," and he jumped up there. And like I knew in that moment that, "Hey, how are you? What's going on?"
It's a nice day.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I knew in that moment that I just, like, he was very confused. Like, he still didn't know really, like, where he was, and he didn't understand really fully. Like, he felt safe, but he didn't understand, like, I'm confused, like, what I'm doing here, or whatever. And she was kind of, like, explaining it to him. And I also knew in that moment that animals on the other side have, like, a higher, like, conceptualization of, like, understanding things. Like, and communicating to humans that are there. It's like all spirit and soul. I don't know, I knew that in that moment somehow, but I could see so much more of the house. Like, the house, like, extended all the way back to the end. And then I could see through, like, the very back, because I usually only see, like, the bedroom. I could see through the very back, and it was like this window at the back. It was like the sitting area. There were all these different sitting areas. At the very back of the house was kind of, like, long and narrow. And at the very back of it, there was, like, a staircase. I haven't seen upstairs at all. There's, like, a staircase that goes up. But, like, at the very back, I could see this window. And the window, it was so weird, because from the bedroom, it's all, like, this lake and everything. But from the this other room, it like looked over a city. It was like this tall city on a hill that had like all these like, not skyscrapers, but tall buildings. It was very modern looking. It was really, and like I woke up and like that whole memory probably was like 2 seconds, you know? It was the most bizarre thing, but I don't know. But I was thinking the other night, I was like, I mean, I've talked so much about the grieving and the self-care and whatever, but I've kind of like just pushed through it too, a little bit. And I was like, Peter, you need to be honest with yourself. Like, I really was like thinking, I was like, you need to be honest with yourself. Like, you are really grieving the loss of this little dog, and it is affecting you on a physical and mental level in a way that, like, I'm just really, really struggling, you know? And I think some days I just go through my day because I don't really know what else to do, and I just push through it. It's just hard. It's really hard, you know, especially like when Alex isn't here because it's just me. I mean, it's literally just me, you know? But at the same time, it's like I like my alone time. So, you know, it's like 6 1, half dozen the other. What do, you know? I don't know. I wish my headache would go away. If my headache would go away, I think I would feel better. My stomach is still feeling a little nauseous, but I don't know what's going on. I didn't eat anything funky last night. I did not take my walk last night. I was going to say I did not take notes last night. I didn't take notes last night either. I did actually make several different things in my notes app. So, I got done vlogging, and, I don't even remember what time I got done vlogging. I think Alex, well, he left after I got done vlogging, I think. And so, and he was like, I'm really tired, I'm not going to go for that long. And he was like, because he had stayed up so late with his mom the night before. And I was like, okay. I was like, stay as long as you want. I said, I'm taking like a long hot shower. At that time, I was going to like take a walk and stuff like that. But then I got on Amazon. So the other night, I bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon. I'm doing an Amazon haul tomorrow. When I was at my meeting on Tuesday night, a friend of mine had like a coffee cup like this, but it was plastic. And one of my favorites of those is one that I bought at like Walmart like years ago, like a plastic coffee tumbler, you know what I'm talking about, from Walmart, like, I mean, probably like 20 years ago. And I think it was like $5.99 or $9.99 or something like that. I've had it all these years. It's literally just like this white plastic cup. I love it. Well, he had one, and it said, I think it said one day at a time on it. And I was like, and I loved it, and I was like, I meant to ask him where he got it. Well, they sell stuff like that at different like recovery clubhouses and things like that. And there's recovery websites that you can get online. But I was like, I'm gonna go on Amazon. So I got on Amazon, and I found like a couple different, like, they had coffee cups, coffee tumblers, you know, coffee, different, all kinds of different coffee things. And so they had this one, and it said something like clean and sober since, and then you could put in your sobriety date, like your year. So I had it put in 1994, because I was like, you know what, I want something that like says that on there. So I got one of those, and then I got something else that says something, another coffee thing that says something sobriety. And then I got, I can't remember what the brand is. I'm going to show them in the haul. I think they're already in the kitchen. But like a couple of the coffee cups like that, they're in bags, and the Amazon bags or boxes in the kitchen. Well, they're like the bags. But anyway, they're a little bit bigger than this, and they're white. The brand is kind of like this jacket, coat epoxy. It's something like that. It starts with a C. But then around there where you hold it, they're really cool. It's like light blue or like pink or lavender or black or brown. And they're $9.99, and they're really, really nice. And so I think I got 2 of those in different colors. But anyway, so I was looking at some recovery stuff online last night on Amazon. And I was looking at other stuff to order. And the whole time I was listening to my audiobook, The Baskets and Beignets. And so, oh, and I was waiting for the vlog to render and doing all that. And then I like looked at the clock, and it was like 7:30, and I was like, how did it get so late? I was just sitting there listening to my audiobook, and I was like going through stuff online, and I was like, how did it get so late? And I was like, okay, well, if you go upstairs now, I would think it was after 7. It was like 7:38, 7:37, something like that, 7:38. And I was like, if you go upstairs and you change now, then you're going to get out of the house at like 7:45, which means if you walk for an hour, it's going to be like almost 9 o'clock when you come back. And I was like, I think I'm just going to skip my walk tonight. So I went upstairs and I like pulled out the fireplace, the little like, it's infinite objects. I really, really like it. I think I took a picture of it. Planes are loud. I think I sent a picture of it to Nikki. Hold on a second. I did it the night before too. Maybe I didn't send it to her. No, I didn't, because we're way back in the week. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I showed it on my Peter Does Stuff channel. I don't think I have a picture of it. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Hold on. No, that's my wax melt. You guys, did I show what my kitchen looks like at night? Here's what it looks like with all the candles. And then here's the wax melt fireplace. Did I show that the other day? Well, anyway, if you guys watch my haul video that I did when I unboxed it, it's called Infinite Objects. Let me see if I can pull it up. Actually, a lot of people have reached out and asked me if I think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it. I think it's cute. I think it's expensive. It's like $79. Here, I'm going to go right off the Infinite Objects website. So, they have like a bunch, it's like this kind of stuff. Animated, like, they're just like little frames. Art that moves. Shop art. So they have tons of these. The one that I bought, here's the fireplace wood. Fireplace acrylic. This is the one I think I have. The one I have has like a wood background to it. Oh look, you can get an acrylic one. Well, this is what it looks like. But that's not the one I have. So this is $79 for a small. I don't know which one I have. Maybe I have the large. I think I have the large because it's $89. Because somebody asked me not too long ago which one I bought. But I don't have the acrylic one. Hold on, I have the one that has wood around it. I'm going to show you guys the exact one I had. Actually, if you just put in, it's like, because they have it on Amazon too, but I think I got it off the website. Infinite, they're having a sale. Objects, fireplace. Why is it not? Fireplace. Yeah, here it is. So this is the one that I have. So you just pull it out of the box and it like turns on. If you put it back in the box, it turns off. So I lit candles in the bathroom, or candle in the bathroom, and then I put it up there so it was like I had a little fireplace in the bathroom. I did it the night before too. So I took a shower, used the native products. Again, I still haven't ordered any of the native products because I don't know which ones I'm gonna like is the problem. And then I gotta just go with one of them. I wish this candle lighter would work. No, it's not working. Anyway, so I took a shower with all the native products, had the fireplace set up. Oh, I lit a candle in the bedroom as well. It was like this old like candle that I had from back in the day. It's like cinnamon, cherry cinnamon or something. I had it up there for like 3 or 4 years and never light it. So I lit that one. Was playing solitaire in bed. And then, oh my god, I talked to so many people on the phone last night. It was crazy. I felt like I would get off the phone with somebody. Talked to Tanya twice last night for like an hour each time. And the first time that I talked to her, I just started a show. That was when I came down from the shower. I put on my pajamas. I was doing laundry last night, which I forgot that I put like a second load of wash in there. So I just went in there because Alex was like, I'm going to do some laundry. Because I said, what are you going to do? I'm going to go vlog. Well, he was going to go over to his aunt's house because his mom left her purse over here the other night. And so he was going to take it over to his aunt's house real quick and just drop it off. But now he is like, she's not there anymore or something like that. So he's like, okay, I'm not going to like, she can come and get her purse from me this week at work. He's like, I'm not going to worry about it today. He's like, I'm so tired. I think I'm just going to do laundry and watch TV. So that's his plan today, is to watch TV and do laundry. He's like got tons of laundry he said he has to do. And he just unloaded all of his Cokes that he bought at Costco the other day. 35 Cokes that he put in the refrigerator. He's no longer drinking coffee at brunch. He's drinking Coke again. So I don't know what that's about, the Coke. But I bought a 12 case of Diet Dr. Pepper, and last night I was like, ooh, Diet Dr. Pepper sounds really good. Then by the time I sat down, I made some coffee. But anyway, I just lit all the candles, got the candle waxes. I do want to ask this for anybody that knows a lot about candles. Do candle waxes expire? Because some of these candle waxes I've had for so many years. That's what I was looking at last night, candle waxes on Amazon. I actually bought a bunch of them, Christmas holiday themed ones. I'm so excited. Because I was going through all these candle waxes last night. So I mean, literally, when I said the other day, I'd say 100, I bet I have 200 or 300 candle waxes in there. I mean, it's unbelievable how many I have. So I was going through them, but like the majority of the ones that I have, I want like holidays, like kitchen scents and things like that. I have so many ones that are like clean smells, bamboo. I can remember buying them at Meyer with Tanya because I had Fusion was one of my favorite brands, whatever. Well, all the holiday ones that I have are like Yankee candles. The Yankee candle ones, I don't know if they're just like the candles. The one Yankee candle that I started burning, actually, I think it's Autumn Wreath, is not bad. It's not super strong, but it's not horrible. It's not like when I did the review of it, it was like they didn't smell at all. I actually gave one of the candles to my mother-in-law because she was like looking at them. And I was like, do you want one of them? Because I'm probably not going to burn them. And I ended up, the Macintosh Apple one was the one that I gave her, which was the one I was most excited about. But when I opened it, I thought it stank so bad. I was like, she goes, which one? And I said, you can have whichever one you want. And she's like, whatever one I want. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, there's not one you want. I go, well, I kind of want the Christmas cookie one, but no, like, you can take your pick. If you want more than one of them, take more. And she's like, no, I'll just take one. And I was like, okay. And so I was like going through them, and she liked the Macintosh Apple one. I was like, take it. So there goes the Yankee candles. I don't love them. I have one burning at night. I think it's the Autumn Wreath one. It's okay. I mean, it's not great. But the wax melts that I have, that are all holiday themed, the majority of them. I have the Sensationals one, but I got some of those last night. I ordered some more in Walmart. Not in Walmart. I ordered some more. I used to buy them at Walmart. I ordered some more, and Home and Gardens was the other one that I really like from Walmart. But I ordered some more from Amazon last night. But the holiday ones that I have are Yankee Candle, and they don't smell that good. But the first night or two that I burned on, they were the Sensational ones. Scentationals. I think they were like cinnamon apple because I bought more of those, and they like the whole kitchen and downstairs smelled so fantastic because of those. But I ran out of those, so like 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago I started using something different. I think it was 2 nights ago, the Yankee ones, and they hardly smell at all. And so I was going through these last night, and I was like opening them and smelling them, and a lot of these candle waxes, you know what, I'm just going to Google search this right now because I know that people are going to tell me. But I was like, do candle waxes expire? I mean, they must, but you would think they wouldn't. I mean, they're candle waxes. I mean, they'll still melt, but like, do candle waxes, I know the answer is going to be no, and this is a stupid question, expire? Over time, your wax will begin to lose its ability to hold scent and color due to the natural deterioration of its organic elements. Most waxes can be stored for a year or close to 2, depending on how well... Oh, well, mine have been in there for longer than that. How to tell if a wax is expired. If wax does start to age, you may notice discoloration or... Oh, yeah, I've noticed that on a lot of them. Can you use expired candle wax? Most old candles will still be safe to burn, but they won't offer the luxurious experience promised when you first purchase them. I don't really know what to do. Does anybody have a suggestion? I mean, I'm not going to, you don't donate candle waxes that are like expired. They don't smell. Like the majority of them don't smell. You guys, I literally, in the cabinet down there underneath the coffee pot, I think I have like 3 bags, like Walmart bags full of them. And then I have 2 huge boxes. I mean, maybe it's 100, 200, 3, I don't know how many I have down there. A lot. And I've been pitching ones that like I'll open, or they'll be like yellowing or whitening on the edge of them, and I just pitch them. I probably pitch like 50 or 60 of them. So I don't, because you can tell they're bad. So I don't know what to do. Like, do you think I should just throw them all away and start over? I know when I say that, people will be like, oh my God, you could turn those in. Listen, I am not the queen of DIY, okay? I'm not turning them into no candles. I'm not doing all that. We're either gonna like I don't know, like, is there a place to donate the candles, waxes to? Because I don't really know what to do with them. So we're either probably going to pitch them and start fresh, which is probably what I should do. It's just, I mean, they melt and it works, but it's just, they don't smell at all. Has anybody ever had this problem before? I mean, I started collecting candle waxes like my first year. Let's just put this in perspective, okay? I started collecting, the camera stopped, the battery stopped. I started collecting, not the battery stopped, but you get it. I started collecting candle waxes, like my first year was on YouTube, okay? So that was 8 years ago that I started on YouTube. So let's just give it 6 years. So some of these candle waxes in here are 6 years old. I haven't bought a candle wax, I know, since probably 2 years. Oh, I mean, I haven't bought a candle wax at least since the accident. So we're coming up on 3 years. And I think the last candle waxes that I bought were from New Age People. And I think that might have been a year or two before that, because there were some candle waxes that I left. Somebody told me that New Age People closed down. That's where we went and saw the psychics and stuff like that. And I bought the black tourmaline to go to the Fox Hollow Farms and all that kind of stuff, and the smudge spray. But they had really good candle waxes in there. I don't know if I still have, I haven't seen them in there, but they've got to be in there somewhere. But that was the last candle waxes that I bought. That probably was 5 years ago, maybe. Because it was when Melissa and I went. And the psychic's name was Crystal, and she thought that was so funny. When was that, 4 or 5 years ago? I bet it was 5 years ago. So most of those candle waxes are over 5 years old. They've got to be bad, right? Look, I'm going to look on here because I know somebody's going to be like, well, what you can do is you can turn it into a compost pile, and then you can make a wooden fireplace. I mean, somebody's going to come up with something in the comment section. People always do. They're always like, what you should do is what you should. I'm like, I'm not crafty like that. What to do with expired candle wax. Waxes. Is waxes a word? How to reuse old candle wax. See this? I knew somebody was going to say something like that. Can you do anything with old candle wax? It's not old candle wax. It's how to melt and reuse candle wax in new projects. Okay, I'm telling you right now, please do not leave me any comments like that, okay? It's just going to stress me out. Because then I'll be Googling how to make my own I'm not making my own candles, okay? That is a DIY project that does not need to happen. So, and then somebody I know will be like, send me all the candle wax. No, I'm not boxing them all up and sending them to Oklahoma City. I'm not doing all that. They're bad. They're bad. The majority of them are bad. I'll open one after another, like the discoloration. It's like bad. It's like whitening on the edges of them. It's so bad. Oh, that doesn't matter. You can still use. No, you can't. They don't even smell. They're not putting off any kind of scent whatsoever. Is this candle still working? I want this lighter to work so bad. Come on then. If I could just get one candle to light, I could get the rest of them to light. So anyway, okay, so I was ordering some candle waxes last night. I think I ordered like, what else did I order last night? Oh, I ordered another North Face mini backpack, completely different than my last one. So I had a little blue, I have a what do you call it, Patagonia one. Alex usually uses the Patagonia one because it's like a sling backpack. But I had a North Face like mini blue and black backpack that I loved. That was the backpack that got stolen in Las Vegas. So I haven't bought a new little mini backpack. So I got online last night. I think they were like $58 on Amazon, and I bought another North Face one. But I got the one that matches my backpack that I take on vacation. It's like a cream colored one, the Borealis. So I got that, and then I got like 4 or 5 different kinds of candle waxes. So I'm gonna do this whole candle wax video when these come. When these come. It's shaking back, and I helped. So, and then I sat down and I had I had the iPod on, I had all the candles turned on, all kind of stuff, and I was super, super cozy, and I think that was like, I don't even know what time that was, like 9:30 or something like that, and I started watching that show, The Veil. I went through my list last night, and I was like, I wanted something that was like 6 or 8 episodes. That was like fantastic. You could not stop watching. I was like, oh, Tanya told me The Veil was really good. I remember when Tanya was watching The Veil. So Tanya calls me. I'm like 10 minutes into the show. It's with the gal that's in The Handmaid's Tale. I loved her. She was in that Shining Girls on Apple TV. That was fantastic. She's been in a couple things that I love. So she's like a spy on this one. And so I'm like watching it. I'm so confused over what's going on, right? Like these international thrillers, like The Old Man I love with Jeff Bridges, but a lot of these international thrillers, like they're way over my head. I don't get that. That's why I like cozy mysteries. Sometimes I don't get this stuff, right? So I'm like 10 minutes into it. I'm like this. I'm so confused. And my phone's sitting right in front of me. And Tanya calls. So I put her on speakerphone and I'm like walking around and whatever. And she's like, what are you doing? And I said, well, I just about 10 minutes ago started this show. Is this my neighbor across the street coming home? I was like, I just started watching the show that you told me was so good. And she goes, what's the show? And I said, The Veil on Hulu. And she goes, I never watched that show. I go, Tanya Jean, I go, we're not going through this again. I said, you told me, she's still laughing her ass off, right? And I said, you told me to watch this show. Like, you were on, like, the first episode. I remember when she was, like, on the first or second episode. She goes, oh, my God, it's so good. You have to watch it. And I said, and she goes, what's it about? And I go, it's about this girl, and she's an international spy, and it's with the gal from Handmaid's Tale. And she goes, oh, I remember that show. She goes, it's a waste of time, don't watch it. And I go, what? She goes, it's so bad. She goes, don't watch that show. I go, you told me it was so good. She goes, I did? I go, yeah, you were like on the second episode. She goes, yeah, it gets really bad, don't watch it. She goes, it's a waste of a show. I watched the whole thing, it was horrible. I was like, well, Tanya, I don't know what to watch now. She goes, oh my God. She goes, I have 1 episode left, I'm going to tell you what to watch. And I was like, what? And I go, it's Cross. She goes, is that my neighbor? No. Look, she's the same almost exact car. She said, Cross, it's on Amazon Prime, and it's based on the Alex Cross novels by James Patterson. I was like, oh, girl. Girl. No, ma'am. Because back in the day, Tanya and I, like after a meeting, we would go to the Kroger grocery store, and, you know, we would get, like, our groceries and stuff like that, and then we would each buy, like, I can remember, like, the new James Patterson novel, I think it was on Tuesdays, that's why we would get them on Tuesdays, would have just come out, and, like, I mean to tell you, I think I read, like, the first 30 James Patterson books. I loved them, from when I read, like, Kiss the Girls. I think it doesn't go that order. I think it actually goes Along Came a Spider, then Kiss the Girls, but I think I read Kiss the Girls first, for some reason. I've never read Black Sunday, which is like his very first book. And the Machete Club, I've never read that one either. But that's when he actually wrote his books. He don't write his books anymore. I know there's a lot I know whenever I say this, there's always that one James Patterson fan that's like, oh my God, what do you mean? Of course he writes his book. No, he doesn't write his books, okay? They're all computer generated. He has a team of people that he works with. If you look, all of his books have like 91 chapters or 3 pages or 2 pages each. He sits in a room. He has a team of like 30 people. It's all like, it's just, they just put them out like that, those books. That's why it always says James Patterson with somebody. The last book of his that I read that I thought was good, I have the one with Dolly Parton. I've never read that one. But the one that he wrote with Bill Clinton, it's called The President is Missing. I actually listened to that on Audible when Alex and I were in Connecticut because Alex had a work conference. That was like years ago when we stayed in that bed and breakfast. Oh my God, that trip was so much fun. But anyway, that book was really good. That was kind of like a return to the old James Patterson because I believe he actually wrote that book with Bill Clinton. There's another one that he wrote with Hillary Clinton. I haven't read that one yet. But James Patterson, and then I read that Zoo book. Oh God, that was so bad. The thing is about James Patterson, see now like even talking about it, like I kind of like want to read a James Patterson book. Because they're such quick reads, and it's like you can just like tear through them and stuff like that. I used to love them. I used to love, oh my God, the covers of the James Patterson, I think they are some of the, I mean now, it's like you just know what a James Patterson cover looks like because they're all like, they look the same. But I can remember like the first, let's say 20, when he started using that new artist. There's just something about a James Patterson thick novel or paperback that's just like, see now right now, I'm like, I want to order one right now and have, I've got probably 20 of them sitting in the basement that I can't throw out or donate. But I'm like, that I've never read. I'm like, I just want to tear through a James Patterson novel tonight. See, I still have it from back in the day. I can remember Tanya and I get fountain pops, and then we go home. Sometimes we go over to her house. We'd sit outside, and we both started ourselves the James Patterson books. But anyway, so I read a lot of the Alex Cross books. I didn't read all of them, but I read a lot of them. Alex Cross is the detective that was in Kiss the Girls. In the movie, it was played by Morgan Freeman. And I thought he did an okay job. I didn't see Alex Cross as Morgan Freeman. I saw him as younger and kind of like bigger. I think he was supposed to be like an ex-football player and stuff like that. And And then there was another movie that they did, and they had a different actor, or maybe it was a made-for-TV show, and I was like, no, this doesn't feel like Alex Cross. And so Tanya was like, no, it's really, really good. And I was like, didn't this come out like 5 years ago or something like that? She goes, I think so. She goes, I think it came out a long time ago. She goes, I just saw it on Prime. It came out this week. It came out on November 14th, and everybody's talking about it, but we didn't know that. And so she was like, but it's really, really good. I was like, girl, I cannot do another one of these, like these James Patterson deals. I can't. I said, she goes, I'm telling you right now. She goes, I'm going home, because she was like out doing some stuff. And she was like, I'm going home and I'm going to watch the last episode. She goes, you know how he's always like trying to find a serial killer and stuff like that? She goes, it is so good, Peter. She goes, I'm telling you, it's so good. So I didn't even want to get into this if it was going to just be like a cliffhanger and no second season. So I looked, I Google searched Alex Cross TV show, and it just came out. I was like, oh, it was the 16th yesterday, and it came out on the 14th. So it literally came out 2 days before that. And then I said something about season 2, and it said it's already been confirmed for season 2. And I was like, damn, in 2 days? It got confirmed for season 2 in 2 days? I mean, I know it's Amazon Prime, but the battery just went to the halfway mark. So when it dies, I'll not just get a battery, but I'm going to get the lighter for this. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to watch this show. So I started watching it, and I was like, I got like 10 minutes in, and I was like, you know what? I need a nap. And so it's weird. I will tell you this. I was like, last night when I was laying down, it's real weird because I blow all the candles out and turn all the lights out and stuff like that. You know, back in the day when I would go upstairs, like if Alex was gone somewhere or whatever, I would like go, come on, Boo Radley, let's go take a nap. I take him outside, get him a treat, and then I get him settled in bed, and he'd circle and circle and circle, and then he'd either lay in his purple bed, and I would pull it real close to me, or he'd like, you know, get in front of Alex's pillow, and then he'd lay down, and I would pet him while I was falling asleep, you know? And I'd be like, come on, and he knew the word nap, which is so weird. I'd be like, come on, Boo Radley, let's take, he knew the word nap. And if I said nap, he'd just like dart up the stairs. I don't know that he knew what it meant. He just knew that the nap meant bedroom, right? So it is kind of hard, like when Alex isn't here and I go to take a nap, because I don't know. I just remember being like, "Come on, Boo Radley, let's go take a nap." He like look at me and then like dart up the stairs, you know. But I was like, I laid down to take a nap last night. I don't even remember what time that was. Tanya and I talked so long. I don't remember because Alex didn't get home too late. I texted him and I said, I'm going to lay down for just a little bit. I feel like that was at like 10:45 or 11. Maybe earlier than that. I don't even remember. And he texted me, he's like, I'm coming home. I'm on my way home right now. He's like, I'm just leaving right now. And I was like, okay. Well, I fell asleep literally for like 15 or 20 minutes when I like woke up, and he was like, hello. I heard him downstairs and he was turning the lights. So I got up and I was like laying in bed, and he came upstairs. And he was telling me about his night and whatever. And I was asking him, like, what he had to eat and all this kind of stuff. And he wasn't gone that long at all. And I was like, what are you going to do? Are you going to watch a show or something like that? He's like, I'm so tired, I'm going to bed. I was like, right now you're going to go to bed? And he was, I don't even remember what time it was. It must have been early. So I talked to Nikki last night. I talked to Tanya. I talked to, like, 3 other friends of mine. I talked so much on the phone. But then, so I like got dressed, like brushed my teeth, cleaned my face and stuff like that, washed my face. I came downstairs, lit all the candles again, got the candle waxes done. And I was just getting ready to sit down because I was like, I was 10 minutes into that cross show, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start it over from the beginning. And Tiny calls me. And so like I come outside because Alex is going to sleep, and I was like, hello? And she was like, did you start that show yet? And I go, Tanya, I said, it's been like 2 hours. She goes, you're not even, like, you should be 2 episodes into it. I go, no, because I wanted to take a nap. And she started laughing. So I said, I'm getting ready to go watch it right now. Well, then she had a bunch of stuff she had to tell me about a friend of ours. And so she was filling me in about all that kind of stuff. So then I came inside, and I, like, just got inside. And then, like, one of my friends texted me and was like, hey, like, I'm at home. Do you want to talk? And I was like, oh, my God, I'm watching this show out. It was, like, one call after another last night, which never happens to me, which is crazy. I felt very popular last night. No, but it never really happens to me. I don't get that many calls and texts from people, but a couple people were checking in. It wasn't like people were checking in on me like, hey, are you okay? It was like people were just wanting to talk last night, so it's kind of fun. But I went inside and I started watching the Alex Cross show. I feel like I watched something else too. Anyway, I did not take a walk last night. I just was like, I think I said that already. So I was listening to my audiobook, but I didn't take a walk. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, so before I started the show, last night I made a list. Not going to show it to you because I'm doing a whole video about it. I made a list and downloaded each of them. I went through all these Christmas books last night, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9 Christmas mysteries that I'm going to be reading, okay? Now, I might add in there a sentimental or romanticals Christmas book or 2. But right now, 9 Christmas thrillers. And I went through them. And if they look stupid, I was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm not reading it. And one of these books is going to be on Peter's Book Club for December. So both of those videos are coming this week. So I went through all the screenshots that I had. I researched all these books last night. None of them are like, because a lot of the books that came out this year are like 5th in the series, 3rd in the series of like a cozy mystery series. These are all standalones or like 1st in the series. Well, one of them isn't. I'll Be Home for Mischief from Jacqueline Frost. That's like the 5th book. It just came out. So I went through all of those last night. Then I was thinking about, on my my BookTube channel, Peter Likes Books, I'm thinking about picking an author next year, and then like through the entire course of next year, reading like every month a book or 2 by that author. I know this is going to sound kind of strange, who I'm like thinking about first. Does that sound interesting to anybody, first of all? And if it does, give me some suggestions. Like I thought like maybe do like, you know, like classics first, you know, like, I don't know, Charles Dickens or something like that. Then I was like, I don't really know that I want to do that, you know, because then I'll feel like I'm committed to doing it, but I don't know that I really want to do it, you know. And so then I was like, who's somebody that has enough books out that I've always wanted to, that has like enough that you could finish it in a year if you started in January. So I was like, but just reading 1 or 2 books a month. I don't want to like push it more than that. I've always wanted to read the Sue Grafton books. It's the alphabet, and like I think it's A is for Alibi is the first one. I've always wanted to read those books. I bought A is for Alibi like 4 times because I keep on forgetting that I have it. And so I was like, I looked it up. I thought that she stopped like a couple letters short because she passed away. So I looked it up, and she actually stopped on Y. And because she passed away before the 26th book. She said that she was going to finish it with Z, but Z never happened because she passed away, and her daughter said that her mother wouldn't have trusted a ghostwriter, so it just stopped with Y. So I was like, okay, that's 25 books, which 2 a month would put us at 24, so it would just be 1 month where we'd have to read ahead. They're short books. So I was like, maybe I'll do like a Sue Grafton read-along for 2025, then we can read all the Sue Grafton books. And then I was like, well, we could do James Patterson, even though James Patterson books are cheesy, and they put out 4 a year, so I don't even know how we would read 4. They put 4 a month out. But I was like, somebody like easy to read, like a James Patterson, a Nora Roberts, a Danielle Steele. I would totally be down to do Danielle Steele. Somebody give me some authors' names if you're thinking about. So what I would call it was a year with an author. And so every year I would pick a different author. And it wouldn't be like, because at first I was like, well, I should do like a classic, right? Like I should do like Charles Dickens, and then we'll read like 12 books by Charles Dickens, and at the end of the year we're like well read by Charles Dickens. I'm not completely close to that idea. The more that I'm like walking and listening to audiobooks, the easier it is for me to do that. When I was reading 2 books a month, it was like True Crime Book Club, Peter's Book Club, and then there's no, but now that I'm reading like, listening to 3 books minimum a week, it'd be like, if I keep that up, it'll be a lot easier. So that's inspiration for me to keep up the walking. So, but I gotta pick an author. So I'm going to announce on my Peter Likes Books channel, my BookTube channel, but if you guys have any suggestions for an author that you would like to read with me for a year, let me know. And then I will do videos to each of them, too. I'll do reaction videos to those as well. So I did that last night. Oh my god, I came up with the best dog name. I think I came up with my next dog name. I can't tell you guys what it is. It's a famous person, though. I actually don't know why I've never thought of this before. So I was like, I've always like wanted to name a dog Stevie Nicks. But then the couple that we became friends with that lives in London, that we met in Mexico, we're still real close with them. Their dog's name is Stevie. And it's a girl dog. And so, like a dachshund. And so I was like, well, now I know somebody that has a dog named Stevie. Which then Tanya told me that there's a lot of Stevies out there. Like Stevie's a pretty common dog name. Oh, look, there's a little dog that looks like Boo Radley. Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. I love him. He looks like a longer Boo Radley. He's so sweet. And I love it too because he, like, I talked to him one day. He doesn't walk him on a leash. And we were talking about it one day. And he's like, oh, he stays by my side the whole time. And I was like, well, you know, people get upset if you, like, walk down the street with him. He's like, I don't really care. He's like, I don't really care. He's like, it's my home. I live in my neighborhood. I'm going to walk my dog the way that I want to walk it. He always stays by my side. If I, like, snap my finger, he comes right to me. The dog is so sweet. He kind of looks like the dog in the Midnight Bark in 101 Dalmatians. But he's actually one of the younger guys that lives in this neighborhood. I didn't think that he lived in here at first. And he does. He lives on the other side by the lakes over there. And he's probably like just like 60 or something like that. Really nice single guy. So if you ladies are looking to move into my neighborhood because you want to be my neighbor, I can hook you up with him. And he has a cute dog too. He's a really nice guy. So we got talking one day because I was like, it was before Boo Radley got sick because Boo Radley was out there and I said, I always think that your dog, how did it happen? I think I brought Boo Radley out there. I said, I always think that your dog looks just like my dog. He's like, I don't know that I've something. And so I brought Boo Radley out there and they do look a lot alike. And so we started talking and I said something about, well, you live outside of here or whatever. And he's like, no, I live on the other side by the lakes and whatever. He's really nice. So for you ladies that want to move in and be my neighbor, I can hook you up with him. And then matchmaker, make me a match. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, the book club. But I thought that would be kind of fun to read one author. You know, I've wanted to do that with, like, directors of movies, and I have done that. Like, I know this is going to sound completely corny, but, like, watching all of the Halloween movies last year, I know this is, like, when I say this, people will be like, oh, seriously? But I did feel kind of accomplished. Like, when people, like, I'm in this, like, Halloween, couple of them, different Halloween Facebook groups. Like, they'll ask questions, like, in there. Like, why does Michael Myers do this or whatever? I'm like, I know all the answers to all the questions because I've seen all the movies. And I've watched all the Friday the 13th movies. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's kind of like, I feel very accomplished by that. I don't necessarily need to take master classes and things that people think are important. I want to take master classes and things that I think are important. And if my master class is reading every book that James Patterson and Nora Roberts put out, or every cozy book in a cozy mystery series, like the Janet DeLeon Misfortune series, or watching all of the Godfather movies, which I've never done. Like, these are two of the things on my, like, people say bucket list. Like, these are my bucket list things, right? I want to watch all the Godfather movies. I've never even watched one of them. I think I've watched parts of the first one. And I want to watch all of the Star Wars movies in order. And I know that there's several different kinds of order, but I've never done all that. I started that several years ago, and I watched Star Wars, and I started watching The Empire Strikes Back, but I didn't get past that. So those are the two movie series that I really, really want to watch. So yeah. So if you guys have, like, a book series or an author that we should read everything by, and I'm not talking about somebody that's, like, put 3 or 4 books out. I'm talking about somebody that's, like, a prominent author that's put, like, 10 works, you know, whatever, something like that. So yeah, I'm thinking about that for 2025, January. Mel and I have not come up with a true crime book yet. You know what? I'm actually going to text her right now. We talked about it the other day. Like, I'm afraid the battery's gonna die while I'm doing this. I want to get this up this week. We usually put it up by the 15th and it's the 17th already, so we're a little behind schedule right now. So I made the Christmas book list, which I know sounds like you just wrote down books, but I had to go through each book. So here, let me show you. Because I still have all of the... So, like, okay, like, I have all the books, see? So I had to go through all these books that I talked about yesterday. And then I had to read the Goodreads for it. It took me, like, an hour to do this. I had to read the Goodreads for it. And then I had to find it on Audible. And then purchase it on Audible. Some of the books, because they're Christmas books that just came out, are, like... okay, so the price of a credit is, like, I think it's, like, it's, like, between $11 and $12. And so, if it's, like, less than that, I just buy it. because you can buy a book outright on Audible. So if it's like they're weird prices, like $9.02, I think was one of them that I bought last night. Some of these books are really short too, which is expensive for a short book. But if a book's like $9.02 or something like that, oh, the battery's flashing. Let me just say this really quick. If a book is like $9.02, or if it's under $11 or $12, I'll just buy it and save the credit for the ones that are like $17 or $18. But some of these holiday books were like $17 and $18. I couldn't believe it. They were kind of expensive. So, but anyway, we'll get back to the Christmas list in just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Checked in with I don't know why I tapped the side of the computer. I said, I don't know why I tapped the side of the camera. Anyway, checked, I went boop like that. Does anybody ever do that to you when they see you in your nose? Alex does that all the time. He's always like, when he sees me, he's like, boop. I'm like, why are you doing that? It's so corny. And then if I say it's corny, he goes, boop. He does it again. Anyway, boop to you. I checked in with Alex. I was like, what are you doing? He's upstairs. I was like, I could hear the TV. And I said, what are you doing? He's like, I'm watching TV. And I go, what TV show are you watching? He's like, I'm watching that witches show. And I go, which one? Mayfair Witches or Discovery Witches? And he goes, yeah. I go, which one? He goes, I think it's called Discovery Witches, which were the books. He is powering through these shows. Like, he is catching up with me on the show. He doesn't keep a list of shows like I do. Oh, I got a new lighter, too. He doesn't, I was like, if this doesn't work, I'm going to be so pissed. He doesn't keep a list of his shows. He thinks, but I will tell you, if we go out to dinner with couples or friends of his or whatever, and it starts talking about TV shows, Alex is always like, it's like his proudest moment to tell people. He's like, oh my God, Peter keeps a list of all of his TV shows he watches. And they're like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, he keeps a list and the dates that he finishes and all the true crime. So if you need a show to watch, ask Peter. And they're like, really? You keep a list? I'm like, they're like, how many? I'm like, I've kept it since like 2022. I started keeping a list like halfway through the year. And they're like, oh, well, what's your best show? And like, then they'll ask me, and Alex just gets such a kick out of it. He thinks it's so cute. So anyway, that's why I keep a list. And part of it is because Tanya, like, I'll ask her about a book, and she'll have to go through her entire Kindle. And she'll say, like, I don't remember what it was called. I just remember that it had a character in it, and her name was Judy. And I'm like, Judy? And I'm like, well, the book that you told me to read doesn't have a Judy in it. It has a Sue. Yeah, that's what I meant. And I'm like, Tanya, Judy and Sue don't have anything in common at all. And she'll say, well, they both have a U in it. And I'm like, girl, come on now. No, that is a reach. Okay, you are. And then she just starts laughing. Oh, damn. I buy these lighters when I get my fountain pops at the gas station because I think they're good for like candles and stuff like that. But the candles that I bought at old candle company or whatever that have the handles on them, remember they remind me of the swap meets from back in the day. These will not go to the very bottom of them, so I have to use the longer candle things on them, right? Why did I just think, this random thought just came into my head that I thought, I wish Matlock and Elsbeth were on tonight, and why are Matlock and Elsbeth not on Sunday nights? Like, don't you think they would make such a great Sunday night show? That's just the random thoughts of Peter Monn. That should be what I call this vlog. But anyway, the random thoughts of Peter Monn. I won't remember that, but that's a good title. But these won't go all the way down to the bottom, so I have to bring out the other lighter. So let me tell you the whole routine that I go through every night before I watch my shows, okay? So on the table next to me, like next to the couch, I have two candles. I have a Yankee candle and one of the candles that Andrea sent to me from that Canada I love those candles. But a lot of them are Christmas scents, so I'm kind of saving them. Then I have 3 of those jar candles in the kitchen. And then I have another one of those, and all these candles are about done, so I gotta replace them all. And then I got, what do you call it? The candle from another Canada candle in the kitchen just on the counter, and then I have the wax melts. So what I do is I get a paper towel out and I take, if you guys know what a wax, like not a wick cutter is, it's where you go in like when the wick gets long and you go in, it looks like a pair of scissors but it has like a round thing on it. Like it's like 2 things like this and it goes poof like that and it cuts it off at the end. Hey, how are you?
Same spot.
Yeah, like your walking stick.
Yep, thank you.
He looked like he was going on like some Antarctica adventure. He had like this long coat on and this walking stick and this big hat and all this kind of stuff. And what did he say? Same spot? Is that what he said to me? Anyway, oh, this candle smells so good. So what I do is I get a paper towel And then I go from candle to candle to candle. And then I cut the wick so the candle is real long so it doesn't like, because then it's like this kind of flame. See, I don't do it when I come out here. So then it's like all your candles are like that kind of flame. Like where they're real long and do you see it smoking and stuff? You don't want your candles like that. See, that means that there's a long wick. Can you see? You don't want that. You want a short wick, okay? So it doesn't do that. But out here, I don't care. So anyway, so I go through, and then you have to cut like the edge of the wick that's now like the black part that, if you get on the countertop, it like, if you spread it with your finger, it like looks like black chalk. Do you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Some of you out there are like, oh my God, this happens to me all the time. And others of you are like, I have no idea what he's talking about, okay? If you get this burnt part of the wick on your kitchen counter, and for some reason, like, you don't get a little bit of it, it's like black chalk on your kitchen counter. You have to bring out the Windex and everything clean. I don't use Windex. I use the whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But you have to clean the whole kitchen counter and stuff like that. I got it on the wood island in our kitchen the other day. And I had to bring, like, soap and water. Like, the multi-purpose cleaner wouldn't even do it. Now I wish I had my wick cutter because this is, like, getting kind of smoky out here. But it's whatever. So then I trim all this is my whole routine, right? And then I put them in the paper towel, and then I fold the paper towel out because you don't want to get any of that little stuff over there, because if it gets on the floor or anything and you step in it, it's just like black streaks everywhere. I know this from experience. So, this is so stupid. So then I have two lighters. I have like one of these shorter lighters, and I have the real long lighters. But I don't really like the long lighters, because the long lighters you have to go like this. Even brand new, you have to do that. We've got so many of these lighters around the house. I buy them like in mass quantities at like the Costco. I think this is the last time I bought them. They want the bendable ones and stuff like that. So, oh, here he comes back with his little Boo Radley dog. Y'all, if you listen, who wants to put in their personal ad? He's coming back this way now. His dog is so sweet. Oh, he's trotting like Boo Radley. If I knew him better, I would ask him if I could put the dog in the video, because he's so cute. You guys would be like, oh my God, he looks just like Boo Radley, but he's bigger. His ears and everything look just like Boo Radley. But anyway, I do this whole routine, and then clean out the wax thing. This wax melt deal that I bought, this little fireplace I got off of Walmart. So before, the ones that I had have like these metal trays in it. And having a good walk?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And they have like these metal trays in it. And so sometimes you have to like tap it real hard on the counter. If you have a metal tray, you know what I'm talking about. People are like, put a cotton ball, too much work. Or you can put them in the freezer and then they'll freeze out. Okay, this one has it's like the metal trays, but it's plastic. And so you literally just turn it inside out and it pops out. It's like, takes 2 seconds. It's so easy. So I pop it out and then I clean around the edge of it and then I put new candle waxes in it, which is why I want to get new candle waxes. So, anyway. So last night, after I got done with my Christmas book list and ordering wax melts and talking to Tanya and all these other people on the phone, I finally sat down and watched Cross. Alex was asleep at that point, whatever. And so I started watching it. It is so good, you guys. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I think I finished the second episode last night, so it's 8 episodes, so I have 6 episodes left, and I'm going to binge watch it tonight. Well, I've got to watch Sister Wives and take notes about that, and From is on tonight. I am excited about From. Sister Wives, something needs to happen. It's so slow. Is that all I have tonight? Is Sister Wives? We still have House of Villains to watch. But we might wait until... We might save that if he's watching that Witches show. What did Mel... I don't know why I don't just put on my reading glasses so I can see that easier. But we might not watch House of Villains tonight. It depends on if he's watching. A couple people on the vlog said that they really like that Discovery Witches. I've heard good things about both it and Mayfair Witches. I think they're on the Disney Channel or Hulu or something too. There's actually a lot of shows that are coming out this week that are supposed to be really good. On Netflix, on Amazon Prime, I had a really hard time. I was going to do the November video like I did the October video of like all the shows I was going to watch. I had a really hard time coming up with a list for November. I usually like going into every month. I like come up with a list of all the true crime that I'm going to watch and all the new shows that are coming out. I had a really hard time finding it. It's like usually, I think Dexerto is one of the articles that I had to take I have a really cute outfit on today. Okay, well the shirt is just this stupid North Face t-shirt. But I have these corduroy pants, I don't know if you can see them, that I got at Birdwell, like the shorts, but I bought the pants. And the pants are like, they kind of remind me of back in the day, like Grateful Dead, like corduroy pants, because they're like straight-legged. But the corduroy is like really big on it. I don't think I've only worn these like once before, and then I have my Birkenstock sandals on. Trying to make it last. It's even till December if I can. The plants, Fernalicious and Farah, are still doing so great out here. I was actually asking my neighbor about it because I was like, I keep on meaning to move them up to the bathtub and stairs, and she's like, I leave them out here as long as you possibly can. She's like, they might be able to make it through a couple frosts. She's like, but if you can keep on watering them like every other day, she's like, and get them good and saturated. She's like, so I wouldn't hurry on putting them in the bathtub. I was like, you wouldn't? She was like, no. She was like, I'd wait as long as you possibly can. She was like, it's like freezing cold outside, like in the 20s. She's like, yeah, I would bring them in. She was like, but we haven't really had that kind of weather. We've had like one frost and didn't even really get that cold. She goes, Fern's got pretty resilient. She was like, I keep on watering them every other day because she noticed that my hose was over here. This is when we were talking the other day. She's like, you got a hose over there? So then after that video, she was like, I think that was yesterday that I was talking to her, or was it the day before? But anyway, she was like, I keep on watering them every other day. She was like, to get them real saturated before you take them up, you know, for the winter. She's like, because even if you water them every day in the bathtub, she was like, they're still going to be like, it's going to be more dry inside the house and stuff like that. So she's like, she was like, I would wait as long as you possibly can to take them inside. So that made me feel good. They look great. Like they're doing really, really good. Here, I'll show you if you can see them, but they're over there. Well, there's Farah. I actually took Fernalicious down. That's Fernalicious over there. I took her down because I'm watering them so much to get them ready for the winter time. So tonight, I don't know. I'm going to be taking a nap. I'll be honest with you. Like, I know that I should go walk, but I just realized, I don't know why it took me over an hour to realize this, but I feel a lot better. Like this vlog, just talking and sitting here has really helped me feel a lot better. Like I don't feel really shaky. My stomach doesn't really hurt anymore. I don't know, maybe I just needed to sit and relax for a little bit. I mean, I did at brunch, but... So thank you. I feel better. Isn't that what happened the other day too? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, but I feel much better, so thank you. I don't know if we're gonna watch House of Villains tonight or not. But that's just one show, and then I'm completely caught up on my show. So I have Sister Wives to watch tonight. I've been watching Sister Wives earlier because I record it, and so I've been trying to watch that one, and then like take a nap, and then get up and watch shows. Oh, you know what else I did last night was I made a list. I usually make lists of my videos, but not like this intensive. So I went in and I made a list called Videos This Week, 11/18, starting tomorrow. I have 5 drama videos. I have 5 Peter Does Stuff videos, 3 reviews, but I've got tons of stuff. These are just the ones I thought off the top of my head. 5 TV shows, and 3 BookTube videos. And then Peterisms probably do, you know, like meditations or responding to a comment or something like that, and the vlog. So I made a whole list. So all I have to do is go on here and like be like, okay, this is what I'm talking about tomorrow. This is what I'm talking about Tuesday, whatever. This is when I'm doing my video, so I'm completely prepared. So I'm really excited about that. That worked. There's a lot of people walking in the neighborhood that's like, I mean, I walk in neighborhoods where, I mean, people are probably like, who is this person? I've never seen him before in my entire life. But there's like a lot of people walking today that I've never seen before that are walking through here. I mean, like, since I've been sitting here, there's like 5 or 6. They're probably just walking through because it's easy. If I didn't live in this neighborhood, like, our neighborhood would be a great place to walk. I mean, I'll walk like down like a real short cul-de-sac that has 4 streets. There's like this one that goes like up this hill, this cul-de-sac, and like everybody that lives in the cul-de-sac now knows me from one. They're always like, hi, and I'm like, hi. This one woman's always walking her dog. Her dog's kind of old, and like out in the driveway, and when he sees me, he's like, oh, he's real sweet. But I like walk up that hill because it's like, you know, like a tall hill, and that I walk up that cul-de-sac because it's like a tall cul-de-sac or tall hill cul-de-sac, and then I like. Going one direction, I do it, and coming back the other direction, I go up and do it. And there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 houses on the cul-de-sac. Not on the cul-de-sac, but on the street in the cul-de-sac. So, People are really friendly though when I like people. My voice. People are really friendly walking, like when I'm walking, like if they're working out in their yard or coming home, people always wave. And so, like, this neighborhood is so friendly. Oh, that's what I was going to say is I know that I should get out and walk, and I probably will. Like once I get the vlog rendering and all that kind of stuff, and I sit down for a second, I'll probably be like, you know what? Like Alex is watching the show anyway. Like I'm going to go walk. But sitting here right now, like, it's like, this is the tough part for me, right? Is like, I either feel like I'm so excited to go walk or, and it really has a lot to do with the book, honestly. I mean, I am excited to listen to the Misfortune book, but I either am like really excited to go walk or it takes like some motivation to get me to the point to go walk. And, like today I'm kind of like needing some motivation. I'm like, I am not really feeling like walking for like an hour or two. It's like, it's so weird. It's almost like if I take a day off, I'm sure a lot of you probably relate to this with like the gym and stuff like that, but it's like if I take a day off, it almost is like 10 times harder for me to like amp it up to go out and walk. Like I didn't walk last night, and it was really weird because I was like pretty determined that I was going to go walk, and then I just looked at the clock and I was like, no, I'm just not going to walk tonight. I'm just going to take a shower. I mean, it was like a really easy decision, and I think because I didn't walk last night, it's like now tonight, like once I get out walking, like I'm just like immediately like I'm like, oh, this is really fun and blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, but like sitting here right now, I'm just kind of like, I'm not really in the mood. I kind of like to just take a nap or something like that. It's kind of how I'm feeling. I don't know, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll take a nap today and then get back on the chain gang tomorrow. So today got up, like I said, did not feel great. We ended up going to brunch, and then Alex was kind of dead when we got there, and we actually got there earlier than we usually get there. There was like 4 tables that when we got in there. Is there a football game today? Sometimes when there's football games, it's like not super busy in there. But Alex so I got coffee. The coffee today is blueberry crumble. I'm starting to think that like all their coffee just tastes and smells exactly the same. No, it smells a little bit blueberry. So a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they changed the coffee company that they work with. The old coffee company that they used to have, that they would outsource their coffee for, or insource it from, or whatever, is it outsource or insource? I don't know, somebody let me know. I think it's outsource, right? This lip just came off. The old coffee company that they had, which I think was like, I don't know what, anyway, I think it was the Patashu Coffee Company or something like that, and they went with this like local coffee company. I don't love the coffee. There's like this coffee company here, like Hubbard and Cravens or something. They either used to be with them and they went to like their own company, or vice versa. But they still have some of the same flavors. I just don't like this coffee as well. The coffee that they had before was like, and I don't always love flavored coffee, but when I go to brunch on Sundays or go to Patashu, I do like flavored coffee. And they're, oh, my neighbors. Did they just get home? Garage door's going up. Her dad's funeral was yesterday, so they were out of state. They must have just got home. I feel so bad. She and I were talking about it the other day before they left. She's doing okay, but she's having a hard time. I love my neighbor so much. I just feel like all of us just like open up, and you know, it's so interesting because so my neighbor over there that I go to the pool with a lot, so she was out of town for like the last 5 days, and so before she left, she was like, could I ask you to do some things before? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so like take out the trash can, bring the trash can in or garage and stuff like that. So she was asking me all this stuff, and she like very rarely ever goes out of town. And so, I mean, for like more than like a night or something like that. And so she was going for a couple days. And so, I said, you always do all this stuff. She's like, I know, but she's like, when everybody else goes, they always ask like everybody in the neighborhood to like, you know, look out and blah, 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 whatever. I was like, yeah, because she's like, but I never go anywhere for that long that I have to do that. Because she had asked like them, like, can you like keep an eye on this and whatever. So I was like, girl, we got you. Okay, like that's what we do in the neighborhoods. We all look out for each other. It's really a homey neighborhood, you know, and I don't know, it's just a really homey neighborhood. And, I mean, we got, like, when Boo passed away, we got so many cards from people and little sweet mementos and things like that. Yeah, it's a great neighborhood to live in. I love it. Somebody said something about, are they ponds or lakes because you can see to the bottom? Okay, I don't know about that. But I loved the comment. I don't know. But I do know that the people that take stuff like that very seriously in this neighborhood, which are about 3, the landscaping manager being one of them, get very upset if you refer to them as ponds. So typically when she's around, see, the ponds look really pretty. And she's like, they're lakes. I don't know what the deciding factor is. It doesn't really, who cares? If ponds, lakes, gravel pits, who cares? I mean, they're not gravel pits, but, I mean, maybe. I don't know. They have fountains in them. That's the thing that's so crazy, right? Is that they call them lakes, but, well, some lakes, I guess, have fountains in them, like man-made fountains, but this one has 2. That one has 1. I've never seen that one go off, but this one, only one of them works, even though we paid all this money. They're real pretty. They're really pretty. These are lit up, and only one of them, like, lights up and has, like, a fountain that comes out of it. The other one doesn't even work at all. But they're really pretty. But, like, when you drive by it in the summer and you can see this fountain coming out. I mean, it's not like the fountains in the Bellagio. Don't get too excited, you know. But it's, like, I mean, it's pretty. It's real pretty to, like, you know, drive by and you see, like, this huge, like, you know, thing going up and whatever. It's very pretty. But, yeah, I hear people walking. Who's walking? Oh, they're there. Hey, how are you? Good. Don't know him, but their dog's very cute. I'm trying to get myself motivated to go walk. I don't even really need this coat on. It's not that cold for it, but... So, I want to buy another Cotopaxi. I will tell you this, if you're looking for Christmas presents right now, I love this brand, Cotopaxi. A lot of people know about this brand. It's not like, you know, it's like I'm the new one or whatever. But in this coat's so cute. I think it's so pretty. They have it like in all different colors. I love this coat so much, but I will tell you this. This coat, like, for 60 degrees is great. 50 degrees, probably okay. 40 degrees for like a football game outside, no, it would be freezing cold. The arms are not thick at all. This part doesn't, I mean, this is a little lightweight wind jacket, windbreaker. It's not like a heavy duty coat. But I'm actually, because I love the coloring of it and everything like that, and I bought a bag of theirs, like a messenger bag, and I have like a fanny pack. I'm thinking about buying like a winter coat, because I really do like their products. I think their products really hold up. I think this coat's so pretty. I mean, even just like this purple or whatever it is, mauve, what do you call it? I just think it's so pretty. That should be my thumbnail, shouldn't it? Where's the time, okay? Trying to do happier thumbnails, okay? Trying to do happier thumbnails. Because sometimes I look at my thumbnails, because I just like literally go through and I just screenshot something. It's always like this. Hard days. They're so sad, aren't they? And then I don't even think about it, right? Like, I'm just like, what should I call this? Oh, it's been kind of a hard day. Hard days. And then I just like screenshot. I don't even think it through. And then I put it up there. And then it's like hard days. And it's a picture of me and I'm like this. We're not doing that anymore. Where did I put it at? The 22-minute mark? Okay, 22. I know it's not 22 for you. You got to add all the times up together. Here, I'm going to put a little note on it. I think it said 22, 25, or 6 or something like that, so I can screenshot that. Should we do another, like a really nice thumbnail? Here, let's do another really nice thumbnail. See, but then people will be like, no, I missed the sad ones. Where was that? I can't see 23, 30. Do you guys like, because when I do the happier ones, people will be like, oh, there's that smile again. Diana always says that. Diana's comments are so sweet. She's like, there's that smile. Whenever on my Peter Watches TV channel, Diana, your comments are so sweet. Well, some of your comments are sweet, but she's always like, there's that smile again. He's so happy on the front porch watching shows or whatever. She'll say something like that. Or he's so happy talking about TV shows. Or there we are on the front porch. I love those. But whenever I smile like in a video, people will be like, oh my God, I love this thumbnail. You look so happy. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess maybe I need to be a little bit more like think through the thumbnails over my vlog instead of just these like forlorn things. Do you guys like the happier thumbnails? I know people are gonna be like, Peter, I don't give a shit. I watch your thumbnail I listen to your vlog every day. It doesn't matter what the thumbnail is. But do you guys like the happier thumbnails? The real funny ones? Why is that? Why am I doing that? I don't know. Or do you like the real, like, sad, forlorn ones? Like, I just screenshot whatever, like, I'll go through and where, like, ever, like, it stops, because you can, like, it has this line that goes through, like, on iMovie. And wherever it stops, where my face is, like, not out of focus and it's kind of clear, and I stop, and then my lips are kind of a little bit closed. Like, sometimes it's like, well, you know, my other channels, it's like, my mouth is always like, you know? I don't even know how I started that. I gotta come up with something new, though, because, you know, you can't do something like that too long. I've only done the same intro for 8 years on my drama channel. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I'll just, like, go through, and so, like, if I'm talking, I'm doing this, and then all of a sudden I look at you, like, that would be one that I would screenshot, right? Well, if I'm in the middle of talking about something serious, and I look at you, like, that would be a good thumbnail, see? Maybe I'll use that thumbnail. But see, that would be a good thumbnail because it's like, there's like, it's not foggy, it's not out of focus, and I'm looking right at you and things like that. So I screenshot that. But then, so then I've kind of like forgotten what my thumbnail is going to be, right? Because then I put that up, you know, in the thumbnail maker, which I use PicMonkey. So by then I've kind of like forgotten what picture it is. And then at the end of the vlog, I'll be like, what should I call it? And then it'll be like, we need to talk about this, because I've made that title about every once a week for the last 8 years. And then it's like this. We need to talk about this. And I'm not even connecting that looks real serious. So I don't know. You know what what I should do is for December, I should make the title of my vlog. Stuart O'Nan did this for a book. What was the book of his that was called? Only the Missing or whatever, but it was around Halloween time, and every book of it, or every chapter was the name of a Halloween franchise or the name of a Halloween scary movie, and I thought it was so smart. Going, what was that book of his called? The Night Country. Oh, that book was so good. So sad, but so good. Stuart O'Nan, I love his writing. I actually bought a book of his this summer, and I haven't read it again, or I haven't read it yet. There's so many books I bought this summer that I haven't read. Next summer, I say that and then I'll be like buying a bunch of books, but next summer I just bought a bunch of books. It's part of my haul. That should be my thumbnail. That should be my thumbnail. Oh, that was a good thumbnail. Now I've got too many choices, too many thumbnail choices. I gotta write down these times so I can remember. This is how dumb I am. I almost said I should do 3 thumbnails throughout the video and have you guys pick what the thumbnail will be. And I actually, as it was going through my head, I thought that's a really good idea, because then it's like audience participation. And then it occurred to me, oh my god, look at the world's littlest leaf over here. It's not a leaf, it's actually a flower from my mom's that are now gone, dead and gone. Oh, now it's completely destroyed. It fell apart, so I was trying to bring it over here. But what I realized in that 10 seconds it took me to have that thought was that you guys would be voting on the thumbnail when the video was already posted. It's a slow train sometimes, you know what I mean? But anyway, what was I gonna say? Meow. Meow. I want to talk to the birds. It cracks me up when people say they love when I like bark back at the neighborhood dogs. Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be a good week. This is going to be a really, really good week. I'm going to watch shows tonight. I'm going to get rested. I do think I'm going to take a walk now. Now, like, my mind has changed. I'm like, just go upstairs, put your stuff on, take a walk, listen to a little bit of Miss Fortune book. Even if you only walk for like a half an hour, at least you walked. You got out of the house and, you know, you walked. So I'm going to walk for a little bit, then come back, take a shower, maybe take a nap, then watch some TV shows tonight. You know, once I get into watching Sister Wives, like, I really enjoy watching Sister Wives. But the thing is like, taking notes on it while you're watching and, like, writing down everything is not, like, the best, it's not, like, the most fun way to, like, watch a TV show. But, like, once I get into it, I get, like, real excited about it. But that's always the first show I watch. So I'll watch Sister Wives tonight first, and then I'll watch From, unless we watch House of Villains together. And then I'll watch From. I'm excited about From. But From, you know what, I should look and see, when is the season finale of From? I feel like a lot happened at first and now nothing's happened at all. Season 3 finale From. Why is it saying episode 9? The camera stopped while I was looking all this stuff up. So I looked it up. I don't know how much of this recorded. But it says, people also ask. Who's people? I want to know. Is From season 3 finale. Is that a question? Is From season 3 finale? Question mark. What? How? From season 3's finale is scheduled to release on November 24th, 2024 from Screen Rant, which is next Sunday, which means this is the second to the last episode, and not a whole lot has happened in the last 4 episodes. So tonight, my plan of TV watching is Sister Wives, but then I'll post my video tomorrow on my Peter Watches TV channel. So Sister Wives, and I hope to God something good happens tonight on Sister Wives. I mean, if something good happens, I can get real into it. I mean, because I'm taking pictures of Cody Brown's hairdo, noodly hairdo, and Robin Brown, Sobbin' Robin on there and things like that. Somebody called her something else. What they called her the other day, they sent me, it was so funny. They sent me a meme about her. But anyway, I'll watch that tonight. That'll be the first thing I watch. And then From, because I like to watch my scary, spooky thriller shows later. And then From, I'll watch it. I love From, but it's just like the last 3 episodes have been so boring. And then I'm going to get back into Cross. But I don't know. I would love to finish it tonight, but I got 6 episodes to watch. So I don't know. That's a lot. Because I'm going to want to take a nap, too. And then I'll probably walk as well as when I get done from this. So, fun, fun, fun. We got a lot of stuff going on. And then I got to make videos. And then, we don't really have anything going on this week. We have counseling on Friday. Well, Alex has a haircut on Friday, and then therapy right after that. And so, he said, he was like, it's like, where his haircut is like, so we get our hair done by the same person, it's like 25 minutes from here. But like 10 minutes from our therapy session. So, for him to come back here is ridiculous. So, he's like, you can go with me to the haircut, which is like 45 minutes. He's like, or you can, I don't know if I have a hair appointment this week. I need to look that up. I feel like maybe it's next week. I feel like I scheduled it to be before Thanksgiving. Where is it? Why am I not seeing it? When was my last hair appointment? Oh, here it is. My last hair appointment was 10/28. Oh, I got appointments scheduled for months. Why is it not? My next appointment's 11/25. So that's a week from tomorrow. But this week I have couples counseling on Friday. But I'm going to go with Alex to the hair appointment. And I'm going to go like get coffee and stuff and just kind of like walk around there and look at some shops and stuff like that while he's there. Or sit with him while he's getting his haircut and just talk to our hairstylist or whatever. So, but I'll probably get like coffee and whatever and just kind of like walk around there and look at some stores or some cute little stores in that area. And then we're going to go to therapy afterwards. And then after that, he said there's something that he is doing. I think he's going to lunch. Oh, no, that's Saturday. So, I don't think Friday he has anything else. He has his meeting in the morning and that's it. And then, I don't think he said he had any dinners or anything this week. And then Saturday, one of our friends, she and her husband are building a cabin in Brown County, Indiana, which is by Indiana University. And so, It's like halfway done at this point. It should be done next spring. So, or did they say it's supposed to be done by Christmas time? Maybe they said it's supposed to be done by Christmas time. I don't remember. But anyway, so Alex and her, and then these are the friends that we like traveled with to Florida and stuff like that, and go out and do couples dates with and stuff like that. The three women, well, the three, Alex and the two women, are going to see the cabin, and they're going to go and have lunch and stuff like that. But he said they're leaving like really, really early on Saturday morning. So they all have got kid stuff to do in the afternoon, so that shouldn't be too late, but whatever. So he'll be getting up early for that on Saturday. But yeah, I don't have anything planned. So therapy on Friday. Haven't talked to Tanya yet about the meeting on Tuesday, so I don't know anything about that. We got laughing so hard last night. Just talking about the most random stupid ass I said stupid ass stuff. I said stupid ass instead of ass. What time is it now? I started this at, well, I had to go inside and get the lighter and for the candles and get the battery, but it's 5:10 and I started this at 3:38, right? How long is that? 3:38 to 4:38. Let's just say 40. So 3:40 to 4:40, that's an hour. And then so an hour and a half. Have I vlogged for an hour and a half? Oh my god. Oh my Lanta. And I thought last night's vlog was long. It was like an hour and 35 or 38 minutes or something like that. Let's see what some of the comments are on today's vlog, shall we? Let's see what the vlog comments are. Somebody said, oh, what a sweetheart your neighbor is. She seems like such a lovely woman. Thank you for sharing our the conversation. It put me in a great mood while I cooked tacos for Sunday. Oh, I love that. Okay, so there were a couple comments, and people were like, you really should let your neighbor take over the front walk. So that's not going to happen. First of all, I'm just going to tell you that right now. I think it's really, really sweet that she offered, but I'm just going to be honest with you. And she and I have already had this conversation, so it's like this is not a secret. It's nothing like I'm talking behind her back, okay? I love her garden across the street. I want 5 hostas on either side and mulch. That's what I want. I want it to be very clean. I want it to be I want some flowers on the front patio. I don't want that, okay? She's looking for a lot of space because she has maxed out her yard over there, okay? She has no place else to even in the backyard, she has no place else to plant stuff. When I said this to her the other day, she started laughing yesterday after all that stuff because she's gonna want, I said, what, okay, so what did you have in mind? She's like, well, I was thinking about like these like, she wants to put a lot of, I mean, I won't be able to see out of here, first of all, okay, it's part of it. Second of all, I just want it very, very clean. I think it's fantastic that she offered it. I actually offered up our backyard to her because we don't ever go out there. I said, we have about 10 feet by 10 feet. If you want that. She's like, seriously? And I was like, yes, you can have the whole backyard back there. Alex and I don't care. I already asked him. You can have the whole back. She's like, okay, so I'm going to go back there and I'm going to look and stuff like that. So she can have all that area back there. But this, I want to keep very, very clean, okay? I want 5 hostas on either side. I'm very excited to see the hostas come up, and I want the darkest mulch possible. That's what I want. I want it to be just like that. So, yes, it was very sweet of her to offer, but it was also because she has ran out of space for her garden over there. So it wasn't, I think people kind of misunderstood it a little bit. They were like, oh, that was so nice. She wants to take care of her garden. No, she wants to build her garden over here because she's ran out of space. So yes, it was very nice of her to do it. But I don't want that over here. I don't want that. That kind of, I want to be able to sit out here and be able to see the street and stuff like that. So, and she totally got it because she was laughing her butt off when I said it to her. So anyway, Cauliflower said, it's Sunday. You must be caught up on the vlogs. She said, it's Sunday. Lots of cooking today. Got meals planned for the... So many people I know are meal prepping today. I feel like I've texted so many people and they're like, I'm meal prepping. I got meals planned for the week so I can be relaxed and rejuvenated. Oh, I love that. I always say that. And not worry about that crap. Sally. Hey, Sally. I love that name. She said, I love the walking vlogs. I love seeing your neighborhood. And I also love when you say that you'll be back in 2 and 2. I'll be back in 2 and 2. And I'm back. I can, you know, here's the thing, like I said this the other day, I have no problem walking around the neighborhood and showing you guys, like, stuff around the neighborhood and whatever. What I don't want to do is, like, actually take a walking vlog where I'm trying to walk for exercise because, like, that's my selfish moment of listening to my audiobook or music or whatever and just kind of, like, that's my relaxation time and all that. So, to do one every once in a while, yeah, I could do that. or while I'm vlogging, to walk down to the pool or the woods and show you guys around the neighborhood, or like when people have Christmas lights on, walk and show you guys that even outside the neighborhood. I would love to do that. But I don't want to do regular walking vlogs, so I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I love that you said that, Sally. Thank you. Somebody said, I've rewatched Buffy and I still love it. I'm kind of undecided about it. Somebody said, if I was your neighbor, I would be so pissed about the leaves in her garden and her bench. I thought the camera just shut up, and then, you know what? It's not hurting anyone, and she has a beautiful garden and knows what she's doing. She was pissed. She was real pissed. You should let your neighbor plant a garden along your walkway. All the other neighbors will be shocked you have a beautiful garden overnight. Definitely call the HOA. Okay, well, I'm going to call tomorrow the management company. So what's funny about this is, I think her garden is beautiful, okay? I would tell you that the major observation in the neighborhood is that it's too much. It's I don't really know how to say that. Like, there's not another place for her on her property to plant one more plant. And so a lot of people, people either think, and I would say that we're in the minority, that it's gorgeous. I mean, I sit across from it and I think it's pretty, right? There's a lot of people in the neighborhood that thinks it's a lot. So when people like walk by my house and I have like plants up here and mulch, and it's like most people in this neighborhood like it very, very sedated. I like it. I think it's pretty over there, but I wouldn't want it over here. Most people in this neighborhood want we have all mature trees. All the trees in our yards are different and stuff like that. They want very kind of sedated landscaping. They do not want a flower garden explosion. So I can tell you right now that they would be very confused as to what happened over here, and I'm not really sure that they would be that delighted about it as well. But she can have the backyard all she wants. Oh, the Daily Pet also said, your eyes do light up when Alex walks into the room. I've also mentioned it before. Oh, that's so sweet. Teresa said, hey Teresa, she said, I enjoy commenting, but since I watch all of your channels, I'm usually days behind and worry that my thoughts are never. Somebody said something to me yesterday. I was talking to somebody on the phone, another YouTuber, and they were like, well, since you never, like, respond to comments. I said, I don't ever respond. They said something about, how do you know what? I said, I read every comment on every channel, on every video. Like, I keep up with it. One of the reasons why I very rarely respond back to comments is, like, and I've done this in the past. I can explain this more at a later time, but just for reference. Like, if I say to somebody, happy birthday. Like, let's just say if I happen to be going through there and somebody says, it's my birthday today, and I say happy birthday, then somebody else that said it was their birthday 2 days ago, and I didn't comment on any of those comments that day, they get their feelings hurt. And then it turns into this personal thing, and that person thinks, well, Peter likes this person more than they like me, and then, a year down the road, they're threatening my life. So I don't comment on comments anymore. Does that make sense? Because people take some of that stuff really, really personally. So very rarely do I ever comment on comments, and that's the reason why. I do over here read a lot of comments off of the vlog, and things like that, but every comment on every video that I ever post, I read every comment. So if you leave a comment, I will tell you that I will read that. But I don't want anybody to feel bad. Like, I don't want anybody, if I say something like, somebody's like, I'm getting married today, and then I'm like, oh, congratulations, that's so exciting. And then the next day somebody said, I got married today, and I don't see the comment until like 12 hours, because I don't always read them at the same time every day, you know? If I don't see it till 12 hours later, and then I'm just like, I'm not responding to any comments because I just don't feel like it. And then somebody's like, well, Peter wished her congratulations on her wedding day, but didn't wish me congratulations, you know? So I don't comment on videos unless I'm like reading through the comments, right? So, but I do want you to know, like, your comments are never, Teresa, if you leave a comment a week later, I'm still it pops up in real time, so it's still relevant. I have people that are commenting on videos of mine that I made like 4 years ago, and it'll come up, and I'm like, why is somebody watching this? What's like a video that somebody would like, I'm trying to think of like a video that, like a rant video. Like somebody will comment like on a rant video of mine from like 4 years ago or something like that. I'm like, this is so funny. But no, don't ever feel like your comments are real. I'll see it. I see it in real time. Like, let me just show you this, for example. So I just started reading these comments. Oh, well, this was J. Sal. This was 10 minutes ago that she left the comment. And then Cauliflower left, and this is on the video, Fall HOA Drama. This is my video from yesterday. But then Sally left the video where she said, I love the walking vlogs. That was from a crazy day. That was 48 minutes ago. And then back to, I rewatched Buffy and I still love it. And the Daily Pen and Christina and all these people. That was from yesterday's vlog. So, and Teresa, yours is on Lots to Talk About, which is from like a week ago. And so I think your comments are irrelevant. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. No, it's never irrelevant. Leave them whenever you want to. Oh my God. Somebody put a Glam Moms. Oh, you sent me a DM about this. I'm actually thinking about reading your DM if I do a video on my drama channel about it. But she said, hot tea. Apparently Ken dumped Gypsy, Rose Blanchard. Somebody told me about that yesterday. Lynette. Hey, Lynette. I love that name. I rarely comment because I have a friend of mine whose name is Lynette, so I love that name. I rarely comment because I love listening to your vlogs while I'm driving home from work to help wind my day down. I listen to your drama channel in the morning to help me get ready for my circus of work. Aw, you are so sweet. Patty said, I agree with your neighbor. The Summit is such a good show. I was hesitant to start it, but now I'm totally hooked on it. Is it the one where they climb the mountain? That's why it's called The Summit. She talks about it every day. Whenever we talk about TV show, she always is like, you gotta start this. I'm not starting that reality show halfway through the season. If I was gonna start it, I would have started it when I started Survivor, and I didn't do that. But I've heard a lot of people, I think Caroline's watching it. She likes it. Maybe not. Maybe it's something else she's watching. Somebody said season 1 and 2 and some of 4 of Prison Break is good. Everything else in the movie is questionable. There's a Prison Break movie? I didn't know that. Same person said Handmaid's Tale is effed up. Really good, effed up. Yeah, so the first season, I watched the first season. The second season is when... Well, I don't want to say it in case somebody's going to watch it. But we got like to 2 episodes of season 2. I was more interested in season 2 than I was in season 1. I don't really know why we stopped watching it, honestly. Oh, Gemma said, hope everyone is having a cozy weekend. You too. Thirsty Pretzel. Live for that profile name. The Pumpkin Spice Cafe series is okay. Book Talk overhyped them. They're cute, but not a must-read. I kind of felt like they were being like really, really hyped up. Oh, that dog is so pretty. She's walking fast down the street. Maddie said, not sure if you were ever an Elvis fan or if anyone in your family is or was, but you should read Lisa Marie's memoir. It is kind of heavy, but it touched me so deeply how she speaks of grief. I feel like I have so many people that I know that love Elvis. Like, I like some of Elvis's music. I thought the movie was okay. I think that Austin Butler played Elvis fantastically. No offense, like, my Aunt Kathy would have picked up that book and read it in a heartbeat. I have no interest in reading a book by Lisa Marie Presley. Like, that, I'm not a big memoir person anyway. Oh my God, this is what I was going to say at the beginning of the vlog. I'll end on this, but I know I'm not naming my dog Elvis, but I did want to read your comment because in case anybody loves memoirs, because like, a lot of people that I know, oh my God, Tiger's walking. Hey, how are you? You guys are walking late today. A lot of people that I know, like my mother loved memoirs. She would have picked up Lisa Marie Presley. She would have loved that. Tanya loves Lisa. I mean, she's like, is it Lisa Marie's daughter that was in Daisy Jones and the Six? Riley Keough, is that her name? Tanya, like, loves her so much. I think that's Elvis's granddaughter, maybe? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know that much about the life of Elvis Presley. I did, though, when I was going into high school. My mom's sorority sister, we went to go, and my mom, her daughter and I, who was like 2 years behind me, maybe a year behind me, and my mom and her friend, we rented a house in Beaver Island, Michigan to go visit my mom's friend, Diane, from high school. And so we drove the 9 hours to Charlevoix, then took over there. But on the way, we got at a gas station. Is Elvis alive? And so we were convinced we were going to find Elvis on that trip. She and her daughter. Or her daughter and I. We were like, we both had like, you know, like the Walkman thing in it. We were listening to it on the tape cassette in the car. It was literally a tape with a book called Is Elvis Alive? I found it online not too long ago and I showed it in video. But anyway, But thank you for the recommendation, because I wanted to read it in case there was anybody else out there that likes memoirs. I'm just not a huge memoir person. But to go back to what I was talking about at the beginning. So, I have this list of dog names that I keep. No, I'm not getting a dog anywhere in the near future. And just because I'm buying a mini backpack we have no trips planned except for until March. So we haven't even really talked about it this weekend. A little bit here and there, but nothing like planned out in cement. So, whenever I say cement, people are like, he says it, how do I say it funny? Is that a cement? Is it cement? Cement? Anyway, so I always wanted to have a dog named Stevie Nicks, okay? But I love, like, character names or famous names for dogs, okay? I think I read on here not too long ago my list of, like, I have for years, an ongoing list of, like, what my, like, names for next dogs. Like Diego. I love the name Diego. Rocco. I have a friend of mine named Rocco. I don't know why, but I've always wanted to have a dog named Rocco. And so, I have a lot of different names on this list. But last night, I was sitting here and I was like, what would be, like, a cute, but, like, I've been thinking about Atticus a lot, Atticus Finch, and then I thought about Mr. Arthur, because Boo Radley in the book To Kill a Mockingbird is Mr. Arthur Radley, and I think Scout at the Inn calls him Mr. Arthur, and so I thought that would be cute. I know, and people even message me, like, I know there's a couple people that watch my vlogs and my videos that have a dog named Atticus. There's a couple people that have messaged me since I said that, and they have a dog named Arthur. Robbie Reeds, the booktuber and also the author, he has a dog named Arthur that's adorable. So I don't know, like, I don't like to have a dog that has, like, somebody else that I know personally, like, has that name of a dog. So last night I was like, I was thinking of different names for dogs, and I came up with this, like, famous person, and I was like, who I wouldn't say, like, I would say I'm a fan, but I'm not a huge fan of this person, but I was like, oh my god, that is such a perfect name for a dog. And so I texted Nikki, and it was late, because I had started watching that cross, and I was like, are you still up? And she was like, yeah, I'm laying in bed. And I was like, what do you think about such and such for a dog's name? She's like, I think it's really cute. And so I think I have the name. I mean, the thing is, whenever we get another dog, the dog will have to, like, match the name. Like, I always feel like that. I mean, when we got Boo and Tucker, when I looked at Boo, I was like, oh my god, he's Boo Radley. He's, like, such a Boo, you know? So, but I think I have the name for our next dog. So, put my sandals back on. Y'all, I have vlogged out here now for, oh my god, a long time. A long time. Another long vlog on a Sunday night. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday, and that you are getting rested, rejuvenated. This is the end of the vlog. Did you just figure it out? I just decided it's the end of the vlog, because I've been going so long. People be like, do a 3-hour vlog. Not today. Not today. I need to go put on my compression shorts. I need to get to walk in and things like that. But anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday, and that you're getting refreshed, rejuvenated, relaxed, and reunited, because it feels so good. Relaxed, rejuvenated, refreshed, and renewed for the week ahead. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys. This is going to be a fantastic week. All positivity, all love, all good thoughts. We are now more than halfway through November, and yeah, so I got all kinds of video ideas. Gonna be vlogging every day out here. It's gonna be a really, really good week. Very relaxed, very peaceful. Let's protect our calm and our peace this week. Let's have a fantastic week. Let's put lots of love and kindness out there to everybody. You know, you never know who needs it that day. You never know what somebody is going through, you know? And so be kind to people. And for those of you out there that are going through really, really hard times right now, sending you lots of love and positivity and prayers if you believe in them. This too shall pass, and you will get through this. And I just want to say that even just like the beginning of this vlog, I felt like crap, and now I feel much better. I mean, you know, just talking helps me so much. And the last 2 weeks since Boo Radley has passed, I mean, tomorrow it'll be 3 weeks, has been really, really, well, tomorrow night it'll be 3 weeks, but it's been really, really rough, and I'm still struggling. I still am, which I kind of expected that I wouldn't be by this point, but I am. And And I just want to thank you for giving me such a safe space to come and talk about the things that I needed to talk about and share and cry and laugh, and I appreciate it. And you guys are amazing, and I won't belabor the point today and beat a dead horse and continue to talk on and on and on about it, but you guys deserve all the best. You're simply the best, better than all the rest. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great week. Bye. Love ya.